So I made a video about what to do if you haven't filed your taxes in years. Link to that video at the top of the screen. On that video, Anna Lorraine 67 asked, what if they owe me? Is it okay to file all at once? Now, Anna Lorraine, yes, you can file all your returns at the same time. That is not a problem. When it comes to actually mailing returns that you can no longer e-file, because the IRS only lets you e-file the last 3 years of returns. So when you have to paper file those returns, the concern with putting them all in one envelope is that the IRS isn't going to be diligent enough to check all the pages and mark all of those returns in the same envelope as filed. Okay, so that's my concern with putting 3 returns just all in the same envelope, or however many returns all in the same envelope and sending them to the IRS. Okay, so that's not so much a matter of if the IRS owes you or you owe the IRS. It's just a matter of doing some foolproofing for the IRS processing centers as they process those paper returns. Because early on in my career, I did have a situation where I didn't know. I sent all the returns. We're doing, I think, 3 years, 6 years of back tax returns, 3 of which had to be paper filed. 3 years all in one envelope, and only the one that we put in first got processed by the IRS. And we were waiting around for the other 2 to get processed, and the IRS told us, hey, we never received it. So now the best practice, we know the best practice is separate envelope with separate tracking for each paper filed return you submit. Some folks like to go even further and write like a small check to the IRS for each tax year. Like, for example, if we're doing the 2018, 2019, and 2020 returns, right? They might write, along with the 2019 return, they might write a check for $1.19. And with the 2020 return, they might write a check for $1.20. You know what I mean? For the 2018 return, a check for $1.18. So they can say, hey, IRS, I sent this check with my 2018 return. You clearly received that check because it was deposited, it was cashed. But now you're telling me you haven't received my 2018 return. That doesn't add up, right? Because the IRS does make mistakes. And, you know, you got to understand, this is, the IRS mailrooms are probably like no other mailrooms and no other processing centers that you've probably been to. They are immense. They are massive. They're dealing with millions, tens of millions of pieces of paper a year, right? It's pretty crazy. Stuff does fall through the cracks, unfortunately. So that's what I mean when I say, hey, don't like file them all in the same envelope. But in terms of the timing of filing them, if you're owed a refund for every year, sure, you can go ahead and file them all at once. You're gonna get your money back. I think I talk in that video about, hey, if you owe the IRS for some years and you're owed a refund for other years, and you want some cash in your pocket now because you got to pay rent, probably makes sense to file those refund years first, get your refund, and then file those years that you owe. You know, there's penalty kind of consequences and implications there as well. But if you just really need cash today, you got to file those ones with a refund first, or if you file the ones with the with a balance due to the IRS first, and then they process your one with a refund, they're just going to apply that refund to your balance due. You're not going to see that money, right? So there's various strategies there. I go into more detail about this in that video, haven't filed taxes in years, here's what to do. Link to that video here at the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And I also have my playlist about all my what to do if you have unfiled tax returns, my unfiled tax returns playlist in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. If you'd like to reach out to us at Choice Tax Relief, 866-8000-TAX, that's 866-8000-829, or visit us at choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the homepage, and we will reach out to you. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.